to part 2.
Welcome to part 2.
No animals were harmed in the making of part 2. Okay. What you do with your mixture,
Hey again.
afterwards, you take your mixture, after it's not so sticky anymore. Mr. Allaire, would you do the honors? And you're going to, I've got a long Tupperware here. You could use a long Tupperware or a long pan or a plate, whatever will work for you. And you're going to pour the mixture into your compartment. Go ahead.
All right. Don't eat this.
All right. So we're going to pour it in here. This is the start of us making the mold for our humerus bone. Isn't that funny? Humerus? Isn't that humorous?
It was so funny. My funny bone forgot to laugh.
Okay, so go ahead. You're going to take your Play-Doh mixture, after you're done playing with it, of course, and you're going to put it into your container like so. All right, great. And if you wanted to set some aside for you or your younger siblings to play with, that's okay too. That looks good, Mr. Allaire. Thank you. Or your husband to play with. Okay, so what you're going to do next is Mr. Allaire is going to be putting his hands in here, and what you're going to be doing is you're molding the negative space of a humerus bone. Okay, so.
Yeah, and as I do it, Jamie will be explaining exactly how to do it for all of you.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah,
okay.
So she's going to take care of that.
All right, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to spread it evenly inside whatever compartment you put your Play-Doh in, okay? If you wanted to use a spoon, that would be also helpful, or any type of, actually I'll use the end of that spatula right there. Feel free to use any type of kitchen appliance or kitchen tool that you could find to create the negative space of your humerus bone. So as you can see here, okay, so I'm gonna make this dip down through the center here, okay, and you'll be able to mold it. Oh, it's hard for them to see because of the light. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm making a mold. So I'm taking the negative space away. Okay. Or I'm adding negative space, excuse me, to make a bone. A bone inside. Okay. Poor Ella wants to be a part of the action too. Okay. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm using this negative space, and I'm going to be pouring my next mixture into that. Can you see the bone? Okay. You want to have a long bone and space at the top. There we go. Okay. All right, so it kind of makes a Y at the top and a Y at the bottom. What you're gonna do next is you're going to take your wax paper that's folded up inside your bag, and you're going to be lining the inside of your bone with that. Mr. Allaire, would you mind holding that for me? I'm gonna wash the Play-Doh mixture off. Okay, fabulous. Hey, oh, thank you. Thank you kindly. All right, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to rip pieces of it off, and you're going to line the inside of the bone like so. Okay, so I'm pushing it into my Play-Doh mixture so that when I pour, then nope, because of the, I'm just gonna, don't want it to fall over. So I'm basically just lining the inside of my bone like that. Okay. Okay, let me just place that in there. Okay, it doesn't have to look too pretty. okay? But you just want to make it so that when you pour the mixture in, it will make a bone shape, okay, with that negative space. All right, just one more little piece, and we should be good to go. Just bring that over here, like so. Get rid of that extra part. If you wanted to keep it all together, you could use some tape. Would you mind taking this, Mr. Laird? Thank you. You could use some tape and tape that wax paper down there with it. So as you can see, I've got my bone mold right there. So I've got space to put my gelatin mold inside here for this long humerus bone. And we should be ready to go. All right, join us for part 3.
Bye.